What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear Crew here for Merrowstrand, episode 52.
82.
Wait, last time I was here was only 49. What happened?
Tree fitty.
You've been unconscious.
Yeah.
Literally unconscious.
Yes.
He's back, chat. He's back.
Hey, I'm back. Let's go.
Yes, he's back.
Fire is back. Back again.
He's
Tarben's
got
back.
2 legs.
Beat you to it.
No, technically, as my left foot is propped up on cat beds and a cooler, I am still one leg down.
Ah, you got 2 legs.
2 cat beds in a cooler.
Bottles and cans, just clap your hands. Just clap your hands. That's where it's at, baby. Oh, I'm so glad to be back.
We're so happy to have you. And
I
that you're
missed you
feeling
guys.
better.
I did watch both episodes, well, 2 of them at least, in a very, very hazy, oxy-induced cloud. So, you know, I know kind of what you guys have been up to, but I can't wait to catch up on what the stories.
You
then.
remembered more than we did. Honestly.
We won the game. We won everything.
We won the game. Sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. I love winning. Can't wait to see what happens next.
It'll be great. It'll be just fine. It's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
I just realized that I have this little like leaf or like leaf
I've been
flower
trying to ask
combo.
what your little cute pin is. Yeah.
I don't know. Our server gave that to me at breakfast at 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Attached it and have been holding on to it ever since. That's so
Well,
cute.
yeah, it was just left on there.
It,
Yeah.
it
I like
reminds me of the EDM sprout culture. Like you got
That's-
sprouted.
No, that's what
Okay.
that's what it's from.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. You got
Yes.
sprouted.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
I've been lay sprouted. See, you helped unlock the moment of where she was talking about wherever she went that you were probably at the previous
I
weekend.
was there dancing.
Yep, 100%. I was like, hey, do you remember a guy with a peg? Oh, no, the peg's over.
No. wrong country.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's good to be back. Even if I am incredibly exhausted, I am super excited to finally get to the end of this swamp. You know,
Yeah, buddy.
about time. But we need to see if anybody's got announcements because this is the show leading up into the final battle in the swamp, but also leading up to GCX, where you can find most of us, myself, Krak, Akiko, all live, Feisty. You can find Bud and Pal. He's got a real gator in the tub.
Real gator.
Real gator.
It's already there in Florida. I just have to go find it.
Just him with his little.
Hey, that's amazing.
I checked on the Cabana Bay allowed items and it was totally acceptable. So he'll live in the bathtub. It'll be fine.
We
Be
love
very
that.
Florida man back in Florida.
Shout out to the Short Nord dropping a very creepy picture of himself that doesn't stop replaying in chat. It's not like Discord. It doesn't like stop after a while. It's just keeps on coming. Love you, buddy. Good to see you over the weekend. Even if I do talk like this now.
Mr. Roboto.
And I even shut it down all of Sunday. I did not leave my hotel room on Sunday at all.
Yeah.
And this is what you get. I was fine until they decided to have rock band karaoke at the last event where Voodoo Ranger was at and
Aw.
shredded. And I left that party 2 hours early and I still just done. But it was so effing loud in there. It was
Yeah,
brutal.
That was not appropriate.
Is that
The
you
sound
seeing
was
Black
not
Hole
good.
Sun? Is that what I saw? Black Hole Sun.
The sound was not good. It was like take a cover band and just wash them down. Just really just wash them down.
Tasty.
Real washy. You know, it was the lamest version of Crazy Train I've ever heard.
Well, they have to they not only do they suck, but then they have to slow down for everyone else
Yeah.
and accommodate people singing shitty karaoke over their shitty band. I will say though, I went to go take a piss And that's when I heard the dude go, "Man in the box." I damn near pissed on my own leg. I was laughing so hard. I was like, it was only a matter of time before some dude in this crowd did it. And meme or not, it lived up to all the awfulness.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Double rock on.
Too much metal for one hand.
Yeah. Other than that, Gen Con was ridiculous this year. First sellout ever. And they're, I don't know in what capacity or format, but like, we'll put it this way. We woke up at 9 o'clock in the morning, ate breakfast, got to the con, and we still didn't think Tim was going to get through will call line to get his ticket by noon.
Oh my God.
He did it by about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we had to like bust our ass to get to True Dungeon, which is
We're like
wild.
walking through like you go into the entrance that we went in. You can go in any entrance. There's no main entrance. So we're walking through, go into the entrance, and we're like, oh, let's find the main area where will call is. So we see will call, and we're like, oh, that's the will call line. That's not terrible. And they're like, no, that's the will call line. And we're like, oh, okay. And we walked through the entire building.
Oh my gosh.
And back outside on the other end of the building.
It took us about 15 minutes to get to the end of the line.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And that's when I realized I was like, oh, I have press. And I'm like, I must leave you.
I can't.
So
I can't do this
he
not
walks
with
himself
you.
to the press room, comes back. I've moved like 10 feet. Walks to the press room to get a soda, comes back. Walks to the press room to get another soda for me, comes back.
Hey, at least you got drinks in line.
Yeah.
Bottle
The
service.
the sheer amount of people. Like, I don't have people anxiety, but I do have like, you need to get the way out of my way anxiety.
Yeah.
It wasn't human crush, but it was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, you needed to
was a
keep
lot of
moving.
people on the floor.
Like, you couldn't stop. Like, there's only a couple places where you could stop, and that was like right in front of a vendor on Saturday. I was like, but I'm good. I'm good.
Even the spooky convention I went to in Long Beach, I think it was that same weekend.
It was
sold out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it was absolutely packed. Like every row through all the whole exhibitor hall was just trying to weave through people slowly as you're trying to get from one end to the other. It was nuts.
Well, nobody
good year
does
for-
anything on the regular anymore, so everything is special events.
Yep.
If your only human interaction is going to conventions and you haven't gone and like had lunch with a friend in 3 to 4 months, like, I get it. Like, that's kind of where we're at now for a lot of folks.
Big year for events.
And when money's tight, you save up for the most impactful things out of the year.
Yep.
I get it. Yeah. If nobody else has anything else to add, I will say tomorrow at 1:30, Stormforge is finally back, and you'll see Batty with his character Sim as we have our last episode going in to GCX where we're live next week.
Ooh.
So you guys get to see the big setup before they head towards the anomaly and Yonsei Beyond. The old Yonsei. But we need to pick up where we left off in camp with Bud, now firmly in control of Boghalla's destiny and his own Frogfolk. Finding out that King Vis has most likely perished long ago. Hal now with his femur bone. You guys vanquished the green slods and are firmly planted on heading towards the last bit of the southern swamp of Boghalla to take on Grimfiler once and for all. You guys were able to set up camp, have some conversations, we're going to pick back up in the morning. Everyone has received a nice long rest.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nice.
Tarben even has been bathed. No
Now I
blood.
know you're one of my character.
No blood left in the fur. You should have seen them overnight. Tarben was about 1.5 feet wider and taller just from the bear fuzz. They have since oiled our favorite bear.
Patchouli and wormwood, I'm sure.
Patchouli.
And since you haven't been out and about as your character, we're going to let T for Tarben get up first and make some coffee.
Well, that's bull. We need to roll for this.
No.
Yeah. I don't think we do.
It's like, no, I'm going to stretch your legs, boy.
How do you like that?
You know what? I love that. Tarben and all his drunk uncle energy from the last night before and telling stories is in a particularly good mood. He likes these mornings where they're calm and quiet before they head into the fray. So he's lightly stepping around camp. Normally he'd, heavy-footed. He doesn't care if he wakes somebody up, but he wants to let everybody get as much sleep as possible. So he's doing almost this dainty little tip of the claw paw walk around as he stokes the fire with some wood that he's found and starts putting on the kettle and putting the boil to the coffee grounds from his sack. And he's just taking it all in, watching his friends slumber, looking out across, seeing just the forest and the swamp the way it should be. Clean, pure, fresh scent in the air. It's like, for him, hope is something that's visceral. He can taste it. It's something he can feel around him. And it almost fuels that good mood he's got already. And he doesn't make any noise the whole time while he's preparing coffee. It isn't actually that you hear anything until he drops that cast iron skillet on the fire and starts to throw some sizzling bacon on. But he doesn't do that until the percolator starts bubbling up and he can pour out 6 cups of coffee and have them waiting for whoever decides to wake up next and enjoy what he's cooking up on the grill.
Question is now do we roll to see who wakes up next?
With the sound of the crickets in Radio's own garage that have bled in our
That's
own
just
world.
the sizzle. That's the sizzle of the bacon.
You guys all wake up at the same time.
Crickets.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up. I know. You want the bacon. I know. Come on. Let's go. I'll jump up. Ride Pal out. Well, you're in good spirits.
Pal's
Roll up.
probably had his nose out of the one little part that's zipped at the tent. Rather frustrated that he's been confined back to your.
I was gonna say that's a bold move to just assume that he would be with you. And
The best part is there's actually little small 1/4 inches of raw bacon that Tarben has been throwing at his nose to try and feed him. So as soon as you unzip, there's just this scattering pile that he couldn't get into his mouth.
The idea that I didn't make all of us sleep in one big tent is you're just a fool to not assume that. We're in my swamp now. We all sleep together in one big friendly tent.
Straw hut.
I guess that's why we all woke up at the same time.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
I guess that would make
So
sense.
just Pal trying to get to these pieces of bacon and just like a big back stretch up. You just kind of feel the static electricity from the night and stress just kind of pop right off, and I'm gonna follow him out.
Yeah, I get up with my 6-pack abs and stretch, and you hear a couple creaks and cracks, and I would follow as well. Krak, you getting up?
Yep. We're doing it. We're doing it. And as he rolls over, you see Krak is already like making things. Like it's almost like he does it in his sleep now. And I would like to roll for my prismatic button.
You never know where breakfast is going to take you.
It's very true.
You don't know.
I can't remember. Is it just a D20 or is it my alchemy?
I feel like you asked this a couple weeks ago too.
Yeah, with the last time I rolled.
Come see, come saw.
Fine, I'll just roll this.
Qua.
Feels good. Feels like a good number.
Yeah, it seems like a decent number to get me. I think it gets me 1.
Yeah, you got to roll a
natural 20.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, so I have 1. Yeah.
But you're in awfully good spirits this morning, there, Tarben. You didn't wake any of us up. You just making food.
I just wanted you guys to sleep as long as possible. I still got a big battle ahead of us.
What about your sleeping? Aren't you the one you're the biggest one of all of us? Don't you need the most sleep?
Oh, my friend, I'm newly energized by the energy of your people. Let's just say, right now, Bog Hollow reminds me of home as I remember it. People full of hope, fighting together for one cause. It's invigorating.
Yeah, it is kind of nice to see everybody coming together for one thing. I hope it goes well and doesn't blow up in our face.
Hey, look at me. You're leading these people into battle. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your skill. There's no room for that on the battlefield ahead. If you feel weakness, Grimfiler will exploit that. Remember, we're only as strong as our weakest link. We set on each other. We rely on each other in battle. We can do this, as long as we remember we have each other.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping that was a dream, that I am in charge of all these people. No, that's right.
Doesn't have to be forever.
Responsibility.
Give them the leader they need now.
Yeah. And hopefully I don't send them all to the doom. But no, it's not gonna happen. No, yeah, you're right. We need to look at this from a positive angle. We've got a lot of good pluses on our side. We got this.
But I think there's something else that you should consider in all of this. You can't be worried about sending them to their doom if they were already doomed to begin with.
Well, that's enlightening.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of it that way.
So you're saying we're just sending them back to where they, came?
No, we're sending them for a chance
At doom.
at not destruction. If we didn't show up and do what we've done, they were doomed. Nothing would save them. But now you're giving them an opportunity and a chance to hopefully alter that fate. It's a better option, a better shot than what they had before.
That really makes a lot of sense, actually. And makes me feel good. Who are you? Why? What? Where did this? I like this. I like it a lot. Have a cup of coffee.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've put some butter in my coffee.
Yeah, you should really try bacon grease if you want a little extra kick in your morning coffee.
I'll have plenty of bacon.
Tarben takes that pan that he's frying bacon in and just dips a little in his cup.
I don't know if I'd like. No, I'm not. I'm good. I just want my black coffee, please. But I will take a couple of strips of this bacon. I'm gonna just put my little froggy fingers in there and peel 2 big pieces out.
You take 2 pieces out, Tarben just fills those spots on the pan.
What about you, Akiko?
I'm not
You
gonna
ready?
complain about a couple extra minutes of sleep, honestly.
Are you ready for what's ahead?
Oh, absolutely not. But I mean, we seem to kind of thrive in the unknown.
I mean, not wrong. That definitely seems to be our niche.
I would say this is probably the biggest unknown that we're coming across.
Yeah, we still don't even necessarily know what he looks like. Ugh. I'm
Well.
starting to get antsy.
It might be the caffeine.
No, we covered that. It's not the caffeine. It's not the coffee.
No, that helps calm me down. Remember?
Yeah.
Man. So we're doing this today then, aren't we? We're just gonna set up a plan and start marching our way down south?
Yeah, we should eat, prepare as best we can, and then you need to call the generals
Yeah.
or those in charge, and we need to come up with a plan.
Ugh. And just so that we're all on the same page, because I'm not being no shot caller here without all your guys' involvement. We want to do like a diversion, right? We want to send them down, going in big force, and our plan is to sneak in the best we can to surprise, right? I feel like that makes the most sense.
That's been the discussion up until this point.
Yeah. Wonder if there's anything we can do to help make their march south bigger, be a little bit more impactful. I don't know.
I feel
Spitballing here.
I feel like clearing the entire swamp up into Bog Hollow is a pretty big impact.
Yeah, I was more meaning like, is there anything we can give them? I don't know. I don't know if we have any other resources at our disposal to give to them, but
I mean, they'll have Dylan.
he is quite the little show of force, isn't he?
How dare you
they'll have
call him
plenty.
little?
Little in the metaphorical sense.
Oh, hey, Damien.
It's not. Damien
You
is
sound the same.
Damien's not here.
Oh,
I'm the fourth wall.
it's that.
I've been
after-
sitting
it's
over
that-
here
it's-
drinking coffee with Tarben since he woke up. You can call me Large Marge.
Large Marge.
Wow,
You
this
smelled the
really
bacon before you
changed.
put it on.
I am the bacon. I am also the table.
Okay, well, I guess we can call the generals over whenever, unless anybody's got any business they need to take care of. Speaking of, I'm definitely gonna go poop first. That definitely helps me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe get that anxiousness out,
For sure.
but like, don't describe it to us. You just can go do it.
No need. Yep. No, we're good. But yeah, are we ready?
You can go now. We'll just wait for you.
You think there's any way we can acquire more healing potions before we go? These trips have kind of drained us.
mean,
Here comes the earthquake.
oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I watched my screen move.
I just got the shake alert notification.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a 5.7. Oh yeah, big.
Oh damn.
I might get disconnected. We'll see it. We'll see what happens.
You're really moving.
It's not rattling me down here. It must be closer to you guys.
Nah, yeah, it's up north. It's just outside of Bakersfield. Looks like.
Oh, good. I have to call mom and dad.
Puppies.
Puppies.
That's a fun little, little
They are
evening
freaking out.
excitement.
That's not ominous of a
That's not ominous at
pre-fight
all.
with Grim Filer as the ground shakes as you're at camp.
A massive
roll for
methane
earthquake.
bubble.
That was the first time a shake alert arrived before the shake. Nice job, technology. You're doing it.
Wow.
That's wild.
Oh, and now the texts are coming. My wife is freaking out.
Hey,
I'll
if everybody needs to,
Large mark.
I think it's past now.
usually how it works. I will. I have one greater health potion that I will give to Akiko.
Well, I still have my greater, and I know we've been kind of tossing him. I don't know what we're going into here.
I mean,
So,
I can
hey,
just whip
listen.
them up, you know?
Whatever more healing we can get,
Yeah.
just in case we get separated or Damien goes down, we need. That's very apparent.
Yeah. On the walk and everything, I can just,
I'm
I can
squishy.
start.
All right,
whipping
one
some-
layer action is gonna knock me out.
What's a layer action?
Krak,
I
you
might-
have the resources and
Yeah.
the ability to direct to make sure that everyone gets a superior and a greater.
Nice.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, and one day I'll figure out how to add it. That was not it.
You should be able to put it in your from chat. I just put them in there.
You just
and then
drag
can
him in.
Drag them in.
Yeah.
You're the best. Thanks for knowing how to do
Thanks for being
things. When in doubt, just have someone who knows what they're doing, chat. And then
Nerds are cool.
Nerds
They
I'm
keep
just
track
like,
of that.
I'm just
Nerds
like,
are
Rob,
cool.
I don't know how to do this. And he's like, don't worry, I'll do it for you. And it's like, yay! I get to just role play.
D&D Online is also really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Does make it pretty nice.
I think you're good to start your war table.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna bring them here because I don't want to do it all by myself, and I would like you all to hear what they have to say. And I'm gonna
Sure.
use my power to say that I don't want to have their meeting over there. I want to have it over here where I'm having breakfast. Generals, join me.
Very power move.
Yeah, you might want to put on some pants.
I don't wear pants.
I know.
Remember, you gotta wipe back to front.
Ah, it's already done. We're done with that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what those quakes were.
Dropping logs. Yeah, and I'll go try to round up the generals and get them to join for a war table at our breakfast spot.
I want you to roll a 1d8.
Ooh, a 1d8, eh? 7. Feel like that's good.
7 of the generals deserted. Oh, oh, well.
as you go to find what's left between the resistance that you guys have aided and what was still under the command of Big Vis. 7 units are left on the table to command as you wish. They are 50 frogs deep.
What? A good roll.
Okay.
As you go to find the logistics of what you have to work with, we're going to make some rolls for you to find out how supplied these 7 units are. Krak is assisting in making superior and greater potions for everyone.
Okay.
Who else is doing something to try to aid the effort of the assault on Grimfiler?
Do we have anyone who would be like native to the south that maybe I could talk to about just the lay of like what's going on down there? Lay of the land. Rather than just maps. Someone who knows what's going on down there.
We tried to interrogate that one dude, and he...
Yeah, I don't even mean like now. Even someone who before this happened would know.
Do you want to help lead a reconnaissance mission to try to find out? And to let you know, this is scouting with no like, oh, you got yourself caught, now you're in the middle of the boss fight.
Yeah.
This is just this is as safe of scouting as you possibly can be. This is
Yeah, I mean, with my flying and the frogs being up in the gate to get up in the trees, maybe we could check something out.
All right. We'll have you lead a scout mission then. On your time, that will involve skill checks.
I was doing
What could go wrong?
I was doing the purge contaminant alcohol thing, right? Like, is that all done so that no one will be corrupted?
Yeah, they drank that last night, right?
That all finished? Okay.
We made sure to get them all drunk.
I mean, I'll just be at the table with Bud and trying to help with the discussions, I guess.
Do some planning.
Yeah, I don't have much in...
Oh. Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Peter.
What you think about that?
It's our make-believe, and you're our warden. How could you assist?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be at the table helping. Unless you want me to go on the scouting mission to have Akiko's back.
I think there's a lot of things.
Because we're the dream team.
I think there's a lot of things that you could do as a warden to potentially improve Bud's army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drill Sergeant T.
I want to go around. I'm going to be like the beacon of hope for the soldiers. I want to go around and be like a morale booster. I want to like,
you know what?
Go and
if
like,
you're
try
an
to
asshole to us for 50 episodes and you become the power of positivity for the rest of these soldiers, it truly is a turning of the tassel.
I'm telling you,
not positivity, but just like
you
know,
said
like hope.
Honestly, he's too
your
different.
words,
It's not him.
Not
Not
mine.
Eh,
God, who would have thought we just needed to kill Markos earlier?
Make him so nice.
I spilled my drink.
If it makes you feel any better, my brakes kicked on for my back camera when I was backing up with my coffee, and I spilled coffee all over myself in the car.
Ugh.
Thankfully, it was cold brew.
Oh, that's yeah.
Stain's
Well,
even better.
You know what? Go to Tarben or something. I'll think of something else.
I go to Tarben.
I mean, I know what I'm doing. Tarben is doing what Tarben does. As he's
Actually
used
motivating people.
no, actually, this time he's not doing the drunk uncle thing. He's used the fire that he started making breakfast over, and he's built with the clay in the area a small forge to allow him to use that same cast iron pan that he was making breakfast in to melt some of the metals that people are bringing him. And he's starting to forge rudimentary arrows and knives and spears, and he's starting to coordinate with Earl to try and make some weaponry so that these bullywogs can be as armed as they possibly can. And he's got it almost, it's almost gone from like breakfast to industry in the snap of an eye. Once he dumped the bacon grease out and started throwing tin into the skillet, all of a sudden there's a grinding wheel next to the fire, and he's talking to some frogs about how best to hone the edge on the blade. And it's like as he keeps adding things to what's going on around him, he's getting more and more giddy. You almost, if you look close enough, you can see the big bear smile as he's showing them how to weigh down on the blade to get the proper angle.
So you're gonna do if you keep pumping stone like this, you run the blade clockwise like that, you'll get a nice honed edge, and you'll be able to chop through whatever vine or anything that's in your way.
Why does my spear smell like breakfast?
Flux. That's what it is. It's all flux. Needs that to get out of the pan.
The grease is good for the quenching process.
Hey, Earl, go get me some more. Let me get some long branches. We need at least 9-foot spears. 9 feet. Can you do that?
9-foot spears. The frogs are 2 feet tall.
It's all about distance and reach. If we need a blockade,
That's
they
true.
stand in front of us. Let the enemy crash upon those spears.
All right, but my head hurts real bad.
How much moonshine did you have?
Well, Mr. Krak put it into terms enough.
Enough.
The entire time we've been hanging out together, I never thought I'd actually hear Earl say he had enough hooch.
Yeah.
All right, you can just sweat it out a little bit. Cut as many as you can, bring them back here. We'll fit them with some blades and defend your people.
You see Earl. He stands up and he stretches on his hind legs, like extends his little Tyrannosaurus Rex frog front arms up to the sky, and then you see it's like the slow, like front forward, like needs the splash to like wake himself up. You can see the wriggle of his little jorts before he goes to swim down to the bottom and start pulling reeds out. Yes, he's had jorts the entire time.
That tracks.
Just to let you know, tactical jorts.
It's called jorts.
The whole time.
There's
Plus two
cargo
charisma.
pockets.
He's got a white snake tape in one of them.
Here I go again.
Bone. All right, Christian, you see Tarben leading the charge and trying to arm the armless.
Oh, is it me now? I have an idea. Potentially. Is Damien around, or is Damien like missing?
Perception check.
Ooh. Okay. Perception. $16. Not bad for me.
You find Damien face down over in the water,
Oh God,
About-
he's dead.
50 feet from where Earl jumped in.
Is he like? He's just like in like the middle of the water, just
Floating
there?
face down.
Is there signs of life?
You can't tell because he's floating face down
Face
in the
down.
water.
Oh, I don't see any like bubbles or any. Okay. Well, I guess I should go check on him. So I guess I'll wait out in the water and make sure that he's okay. You okay? Swim out. Just kind of like shake him a little bit. Maybe like try to roll him over, make sure he's breathing. You okay?
I'm fine.
What are you
He
doing?
kind of rolls over onto his back and begins to kind of like float and look up. Sorry, your deputy was teaching me the finer points of spearfishing. As he points down, as he's been watching our good buddy, the Onion Knight, Dylan, trying to collect enough for an early morning feast for
Yeah,
his
that's the
party.
Swamp Samurai now. Okay.
Yeah, it's Swamp Samurai, damn it. He's evolved.
He's got the katana. He's probably down there swirling while he's spearfishing. Dylan. I was hoping to get your help with something.
Not a problem, but keep it a surprise. He wanted to do something special for all of you. He said something about heroes deserve a hero's feast.
Mum's word. And we'll kind of like swim back in, and this might be a, I don't know, strange question. Is there a place that's, I mean, I know you're their champion, but is there any place that has a special connection to Nagasha here?
The entire swamp is special to Nagasha. But I would always say that great tree, the day that you changed, the day that the tides turned, and Nagasha could dream of a swamp again. That is a special place.
Mm. And I'm going to look around. Well, there's not a great tree here, but there are trees, and many trees have deep roots. Actually, this will be fine, I think. And he's going to look and going to see like this like old kind of like gnarled tree that kind of sits at the embankment kind of up on a hill a little bit, that kind of like arches out towards the swamp water that's there, and you can see these like knotted gnarled kind of roots that go up into like this like almost like willow like esque tree. It's kind of picturesque and old and nice. I want to embolden the troops, but I'm not much of a positive person, I guess. But in ways that I lack my God and presence that has been granted to me can benefit many. But I'm hoping to make it a little bit more impactful. And I think with your aid in conducting a ceremony, perhaps utilizing some of the boons you might possess with Nagasha, we might be able to make a bit of a lasting effect over the entire army. If you're willing to commune with me and my God in doing so.
That sounds like a morning well spent. Damien will give you advantage on your consecration.
Yeah, so I'm going to be conducting ceremony. And what I'm hoping for is... where is it? There it is. There's a thing where you can do dedication and basically give somebody an extra D4 on any
You
kind of
don't
saving
worry
throw or
about the
anything like that.
mechanics. You
Sure,
tell me
sure.
what you want to do.
Basically, I want to utilize, because I have this draconic aura, right, that kind of buffs and enhances my party. I want to, with Damien, spend an hour to do this ceremony in the hopes of consecrating and bringing that aura out and instilling like vigor and confidence to the entire army. So when they go forth, they have this like aura, this presence that they feel is like, you know, watching out for them, that kind of emboldens them and hopefully helps them whenever they assault the city. So I would reach out to Ulrashan to grant this boon to this army, and hopefully using Damien and his connection with Nagasha to empower that here in the swamp. That is the goal.
Noted. I'm going to give you 10% for yourself, 10% for Damien, and 10% for your consecration. 30 consecutive numbers.
Wow. I will note, you do have a divine inspiration as well that's like specifically for you as well.
This is not divine inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's divine
is-
intervention. But
That was the word I was
this
saying.
is different.
Yeah.
That's like we're about to die. Like
For
let me
sure.
pull this card. Yeah, I remember. I've been holding on to it. You know,
Okay.
it's like
Smart.
so. You know, we're heading towards it. But oh, do I do the basic 1 to 30? Is it 1 to 30? Is that what it would be?
It'd be 1 to 20, 29.
It'd be 1 to 30, right? 30. I don't know. I'm just gonna. I always stick with the basics. I'm always like, yeah, let's just stick to it as the OGs. So yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go with the low roll, and hope that I can do
Yeah, it would be 1 to 30. It's if it was 0, it would be 0 to 29.
29. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I roll a 0. God.
Go ahead, type it in the roll log.
Impressive, really.
230.
I rolled.
Let's see what we can do. Oh, I almost went the other way with it too. That's
Other
about
end.
as far away as you can get from 30.
All right, make your advantage roll.
Oh, it was right there.
It stepped
The
down.
20 was right there.
but not far enough. You're able to consecrate the ground, doing the best you can to prepare this army, both mentally and spiritually, for the fight to come. You do not know any other current effects that it has on this piece of land, other than the fact that you're confident that Grimfiler's corruption cannot blow back across this land. If it does, it will part around where the current army is at.
You've drawn a line in the sand.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then I think I'll join Bud at the table and when it's time, but that'll be what I'm kind of focused on over the next while until that meeting takes place.
Tarben, let's go ahead and get a survival check out of you.
I can do that. Let's see. That is normal. There we go. Oh my God. You know what? I got a lucky. I'm going to use it. I don't like that.
You could do Indom, right?
I mean, we don't know if it's failed or not.
Oh,
so
right, okay.
it's
You
kind
got
of
a
one of
pretty
those.
good idea that 11's a failure.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, unless he's feeling real nice, I don't think that's gonna cut it.
You got a pretty good idea. That's
Yeah.
not your fault. You found some bad reads.
God damn. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it?
Reload.
18 is certainly good enough.
Woodland Forge is what I do.
Describe cutting these reeds to a point and how you reinforce them.
Well, it's not just the reeds that are being cut. It's what he's doing with all the metal that he's finding. He's fastening blades and arrow tips into the ends of these reeds and wrapping them with sinew and twine and everything else he can manage to find
Where's
around.
this metal coming from?
I've just literally gone and tried to find every little bit of metal artifact I can. If there's anything that I can find this metal, it's going into the pot and melting. He's smelting every bit of anything he can grab that's,
Hey man, that's
not
mine.
already not already a weapon.
Swamp Bear searches for ore.
It would be nice if I had ore, but you know, if there's small pots, pans, mementos, anything metal that anybody's got that's not already a weapon, he's throwing it into the cast iron skillet and trying to make a blade out of it, pouring it into carved out bamboo shapes of arrowheads and blades, trying to make sure that they've got anything they've got rudimentary, not that would cut, stab, inflict wounds on whatever they're going to fight.
I'll let you make that 18 for searching for piles of underwater ore inside the swamp. Go ahead and make another survival check on smelting and putting these spears together. By the way, you can use your you have
A +4 from the aura.
no
Throwing out things that I know in my head.
yeah,
You get a special bonus to stuff or something.
there is your actual forging at the bottom here. Nope, that's gone.
Yeah, that was a Pathfinder thing.
No.
No. But yes. It has been lost in the sauce between all of these other character sheets. Here we go. Smith's Tools is on here now. And then I will go in and put your expertise at Smith's Tools. And your modifier that we go off of has been strength on Smith Tools. There we go. Now, if you go to the bottom left hand of your character sheet, you'll see your Smith Tools roll.
Sweet. Jesus Christ.
New seed.
Need
New
more coffee?
new Mang, same rolls.
Same rolls.
Would you like to use your indomitable on that one?
I will use my indomitable on that one. Why not? Let's throw that one more time. Just because. I'm just burning them all before we get to the fight. I don't need them when we get there. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
I
it.
That'll be fine.
You'll have a whole new set of
Hey,
cards.
There we go. Something somewhat decent.
Yeah, you'll have a full set of cards when you get there.
Or will we?
I'm pretty confident in my in my decision on that. I don't think I'm going to change, but just in case I poop on the wrong side of the bed, I mean, whatever
So-
order you do that.
The community just takes
There you
them
go.
back from us.
23 final answer on that one.
23 will be sufficient enough for you to be able to teach Earl and the other frogs to aid and assist as you're over there manufacturing spear tips for these reeds. They'll be able to go lickety split on the other side and start beginning to make armaments.
Yes. Yes. Great job. Great job. Keep it up.
Krak, go ahead and make us 2 rolls with your alchemy.
Okay. Okay. All right.
With a 25 and a 23, you'll be able to make those superior and greater potions, not only for the rest of the party, but being able to divvy up some regular strength between the different units and getting them some actual supplies as well.
Krak is like finding every little like container he can, you know, and he's like, no, and every time he sees Tarben steals like a cup or something, he's like, God damn it. He's having to like
Suck
give
it,
people
nerd.
like broken glasses or whatever that he's like putting like whatever sort of like topper, whether it's like a piece of fruit that he just puts on top, and he's like, that's yours, this one's yours, nope, that one's not yours, that one's mine, you can't don't drink it, do not drink it. And he just goes through and hands them out, very like, you know, auntie at the cookout with the mac and cheese, you know.
Akiko, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Kick it off.
Remember when you
how I
said nothing could go wrong?
Remember how I said?
Remember when you said it's relatively safe?
Night, everybody.
Everything's fine.
Cool.
Well, how about that?
If you actually would have ended it right there, I would have done like, whoa, man.
Well, Pico tripped into
I
them.
love
They found us.
rescue
We're all dead.
missions. They're the best. That's so comical.
So good. It's
Oh.
so good.
Akiko, I want you to describe the utter failure of trying to put together a reconnaissance mission with 10 other very intoxicated frogs from the previous night.
They're still they're either hungover. So I'm gonna walk around. All right, I need your sneakiest people, and they just look at me very confused. I need like who's the shadiest person around here, and they're looking at me like cloaked up stranger who just swung in, and I'm the shady character. They end up finally leading me towards just some guys who are kind of far off in the back, quiet, and I try and round them up. I can't. I imagine they're all just like, some are sitting, some are laying down, and they're all just looking at me, blinking one at a time, like not even together.
One is violently dry heaving to the side. His little frog body.
And I just stand there with my hands on my hips, trying to be as assertive as possible. All right. We gotta figure out what's out there. No, not yet. Give me 2 minutes, please. I promise I can. We gotta do this. I'm pulling my weight.
I'm sorry, Ricky's had a hard morning.
What did you guys drink? Didn't we all have the same thing?
All of it.
I said what?
Except
I
that dragon
back and
came
forth with
around.
my hand in my head.
That dragon came around. He said it had to all be purged. So we did it, but at great cost. Ricky.
Can you guys even walk?
He was our best reconnaissance man. He's probably laid up for another 8 hours. Somebody's gonna have to send him one of them popsicles. Always made me feel better.
Christian, don't worry. All we got to do is, as soon as Akiko comes back with all this great intel, we're gonna have an easy way to figure out this plan. It's gonna go so smoothly.
Yeah, I think it's probably the most important part of this is the reconnaissance. So
Yeah, I mean, she can fly.
we know what
like,
to plan for.
she'll be able to see everything from up there. It's gonna be so helpful. I'm so excited for her to get back with all this good intel.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
And pardon me, Electric Fox Lady, but I'm seeing 3, and if I have to take a couple more steps, I might be seeing 4.
Oh, that might be the It's not on.
Oh God! As you activate it,
There's more.
Becomes 12.
It's literally make it so much worse where it starts scaring them off.
Oh God, it's worse than we thought. It's all the frogs, and it's kind of in unison. Like once one starts feeling bad, the other's like, oh, and you can tell it's just this overblown man flu that has just infected this mind virus of the reconnaissance frogs. Except for Ricky. Ricky really looks like he's in bad shape. He kind of looks over at you. And all of these in my head have very been Jim Henson puppet for like frogs. Like he's kind of shaking a little bit. Like he looks over at you. You can see his bloodshot little puppet eyes.
Different.
I'll get through it, Miss Akiko.
Is that Akiko over? I thought she left like an hour ago.
Oh, is she back already? That's great.
It's just gonna like be me off in the distance. I'm like picking up buckets of water and trying to throw it on them to like get it out. I look like I'm torturing them.
She's standing on this lily pad with like her hands on her hips, and there's these frogs that are all laid out.
It's like a kindergarten class.
I'd say at one point in time you even pick up Ricky, like he lays limp, like he's just everything, like he's just completely bent around your arms.
Just drop into the water. You just like get so over that you're just like, you look down and you're just like, it just drops into the water.
I'm like trying to help him as he's throwing up and over it, and I drop him into the water. Makes it look like I'm literally drowning them. Like from a distance, this looks terrible.
Now they all look like Damien when he was staring down at the spearfishing that was going on.
Actually, that's what I'll say. Oh, I think they're spearfishing. Damien was doing it earlier.
That is the weirdest form of spearfishing I've ever seen, I think.
Well, she's kind of frog fishing. She just threw the one into the water. I don't know. Akiko, you should probably get going.
I don't even turn around to look at them. I'm just giving them
It's
the.
on the side of my face.
And it dawns on you, Akiko, this is the force that you're leading into Grim Filer.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think everything's working out just fine.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
We're all gonna die.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like Bud's been like nervous this entire morning, and like seeing this, he's probably like, I just feel like he would look even more nervous. Christian would try to like make him feel better, so he just put an arm on a like on a shoulder and like, Bud.
She's it'll be good, right? She's
Look,
gonna get good intel.
You had mentioned something earlier about this all blowing up in your face, and I just want to let you know that the benefit of that is that if it does blow up in your face, it doesn't matter, you'll be dead. I just slap him on the back and then just like walk to the left.
Oh, I guess Christian's back. That's good. Oh,
Come on, we got this meeting to get to.
this does not bode well.
It's fine.
Okay. Well, Akiko, what did you guys learn? Did you learn anything while you or did you have you left?
Well, we learned some things. Frogs have a very weird tolerance to potions, I guess. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And I just like close my book and
well, hey, I mean, you gave it a shot, and we'll go in with the same amount of information that we had before. It's not like we lost information, right? You didn't lose any maps while you were gone, right?
no, but I don't know if those guys are. They're gone.
Yeah,
I think I drowned one.
Oh God, no. Well,
I don't know if it was the water or his own vomit. I don't know if I'm responsible. If there's a trial, just tell me you'll be on my side.
I absolutely won't be a trial, and absolutely will be on your side.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just we'll go and convene and see if we can get a little bit of a game plan going, and just kind of go off of what we remember the city to look like, and hope that it's mostly that way. That'll be fine. It's all fine. And I'm just gonna start like muttering to myself as I'm walking back towards Christian and the war table. Yeah, it's good. We just everything's gonna go exactly the way that it's supposed to go. Yeah. Okay. Good news, bad news. Good news, nobody from the reconnaissance team got caught, captured, or killed. Bad news is they never actually left and it didn't get us any information. So, I'm gonna call that a win, and I guess we're just gonna need to figure out how we want to utilize this the seven groups of the 7 squads.
Bud with the appeal of I think we're all really excited to get back to the office next week.
It's gonna be pizza party.
I'm just like
bonuses, just pizza party.
just standing next to him, trying to be this like imposing, and then he's just like, everything's I think we're in the right direction. I think that the company's really moving in an upward trajectory. We just got to move south. I'm just like, oh, you sweet summer child.
Working on that junior manager vest right now.
Yep. I think
it's your first meeting with the execs. Woo!
If we can think about it, spin it a little bit different way. That a 30% decrease in our labor force is actually a good thing.
That just gives you more opportunity to do more work. Think about it. I've been here, guys. Okay, I know what this is like. So.
Oh my God.
I'm playing escapism games.
I was gonna say, I feel like you all just had flashbacks. You just see it in your eyes.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna go join the frogs and throw up.
The good news is that we're not down, guys, but the bad news is we're flat for the 5th year straight. So we're gonna have to freeze those bonuses, but we would like you to come out and walk at all the boss's new vehicles.
Yeah, come look at my new boat.
Ford Platinums, they're not yours.
We decided to nix profit sharing. It's gonna be profit caring, which means we're gonna have a great pizza party this quarter.
Only cheese. Pepperoni costs extra.
Yeah.
I mean, really though, jokes aside, we need to come up with make sure everybody's got their marching orders. So I have some ideas. We've got a good amount of people that we're working with here, and Tarben's got them all armed up to the gills with arrows. And
How does that look, Tarben?
Far so good. Earl and his boys are taking to that forge like they're making Papa proud. Let's put it that way.
And I guess important pieces is what are we working with each squadron here? We've got I think there's 7 of you, right? There's 7 captains. Is that right? If I'm counting correctly, and I look and I count each one. Are all of you familiar with just hand-to-hand combat? Do we have any range folk? Do we have any? Anybody
There's actually
familiar
only
with spells?
6 because Ricky is the 7th in charge of the Reconnaissance division. And Akiko is currently carrying his limp body over to triage.
I'm sorry.
His limp body.
I said always the hillbilly named Ricky that causes all the problems.
I see.
Just like
I see.
as
Okay.
soon as you guys start saying Ricky's name, I just like back out of the tent.
4, 5, 6.
Homer Simpson into the hedge.
Earl's going, what we got to do to get these boys up is we got to make a whole bunch of warm orange jello, okay? Because that's what my frog mommy made for me when I couldn't hold down water. And I'm about to get, first we got to get these suckers hydrated. And by the way, it actually works. Give it a try.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's whip it up and go.
Proteins coat the line of your stomach, help you hold down water.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's some real southern shit for you. Warm jello, surprisingly tasty as well.
Should we just shake the Jello packets right in the mouths and then just shake the frogs up?
No, come on, being a savage now.
Okay. Well, I don't know how this works.
He wipes a little because you got it in your mouth. He's like, well, I guess we got to start there. Pours a little bit, shakes, wipes away your cheeks. They're a little orange. That food coloring's a bit strong. All natural dyes.
Though.
You gotta remember you're in charge. You gotta learn to delegate.
Yeah. No. Come on. Let's get
Okay,
this Jello
don't
thing
snap
happening.
at me.
I just snapped in general.
Okay. Do you want me to go take care of Ricky?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
Do
be
that.
right back, and I'll go find Ricky and I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
He's in there trying to convince Akiko. This is it for me. I know it. Just
I slap him across the face when I do it.
Miss Akiko, keep me away from the dragon drill sergeant.
Ricky, get up. You're an embarrassment.
Oh, you're so mean. I knew that
Yeah, he
false
is, but he gets
positivity this
results.
morning was bullshit. I was dry heaving when you're telling everybody we had the power of dragons who be against us. Now you come in here slapping the shit out of me.
Yeah, but do you feel better?
Oh, my face hurts. I kind of want to puke, but I guess I do feel a little bit better.
All right. You're missing at the war table. Let's get going.
I'll be honest, Mr. Chris T, and I ain't a whole lot of good at the moment. You give me a ride over there.
Puppies. I just look up at him and like I'm holding this frog up.
Come on, man.
Are you gonna help him, Akiko?
No, he
Oh, my
specifically
strength's like a
latches on.
-1. You have to help him.
He just
Olympic uppies. Come on, get me up on that high bar.
us green guys got to stick together.
Think of it as a team building thing.
I'm just gonna can I just pick him up by the back of his neck and just hoist him up and then just carry him over?
Mr. Christine, I'm not like a cat. I don't have a lot of extra skin back there. It's kind of hurting my head movies.
Well,
He
you got
said
legs.
His face pulling out of his.
Well, you got legs. You could use those, but here we are. It's I'm just walking him over. It's and we get into the tent and I just kind of plop him down. Here's
Okay,
your
you found
sevens.
Ricky. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Ow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
About to be two brown guys together here if you pinch me any harder. Oh. Thank you.
Okay.
I think it's just quiet for a second. Everyone's just I take my place adjacent to Bud again.
Well, now that we have everybody, it's time to figure out exactly what we want to do. And I think what we've all been kicking around as our plan here is we need to really just have a big show of force going right to the city. And that's where you guys are going to come in. We want to use that as an opportunity for us to make our way in more stealthily and take on Grimfiler while his attention is distracted by you guys. So that's what Tarben's been helping you out with, getting you armored up. That's what Krak's been helping you out with, getting you potioned up. And that's what Christian's been doing, helping give some boons from the gods that he worships and that help protect him. So we want to use that.
Earl raises his hand.
Yes, Earl.
Hey, Bud, I was thinking, well, when all these units going over there to Grimfiler, what are we attacking?
Well, I don't exactly know. And that was, we were hoping that we was going to be able to get some insight as to what may be going on over there, but
It's all my fault. Ricky does. He rolls over. He's belly up. Oh, Mr. T told us to purge that damn swamp, and we did, but I paid the price. It's my fault. I couldn't lead my reconnaissance out this morning. I'm bloated.
Well, Ricky, I mean, maybe there's a second chance for you. Maybe you can use this opportunity now to rouse everybody up and really put a reconnaissance team together.
I
We
think
could really use some insight as
I
to
think
what's
my
going on down
second
there.
chance is really living this morning, Mr. Bud.
Well, that's
getting
what we
here
get.
was a miracle. I even got a ride over here. Mr. Tien delivers. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Ricky. You'll I know you'll make it up.
Probably not. I think tomorrow's kind of like the biggest day. I kind of up, man. This was the day not to mess up, but you know, some of us frogs, that's all we know.
I think that's kind of an important note right there, is that, you know, this really is it, everybody. This is that moment.
God, I hope we don't get you all killed.
We're fighting for the whole swamp, and we need everybody to step it up. We need everybody to be on their A game. And I don't know exactly what we're gonna face down there. We've seen some really wild, messed up stuff that the Grimfiler has thrown our way, and I would imagine it's going to be that, but even more amped up because he knows he's on the back ropes. So you really just got to be ready for anything to come your way. But we got a lot of work already done. This is really that last push.
One of the frogs of the units raises his hand.
Yes, Carl.
Carl with a K.
It's an important distinction, I know.
Thank you. But as I said before, what do you want us to do?
So we really want you to make a big show. All of you. Marching straight to the front gates, break them down, and I mean, really just murder anything that comes your way.
You want us all to be distractions?
Well, I think we should be smart about it. I think, I know a lot of you are good with bows, so I think we can have some of your
What's
own
our
little
target?
the creepy things that come out of that city.